So I did some digging into the AIPAC millionaire who sent the Capitol Police to go after me because I criticized him in a video because he takes blood money from AIPAC and in return supports genocide like his life depends on it. You won't believe what I found. His name is Richie Torres. He's a member of Congress and he represents the poorest district in the nation, the Bronx. And I looked into his social media and found that since October 2023, Richie Torres has talked about Israel 33 times. For every single time he's talked about poverty. He's mentioned Israel over 330 times and talked about poverty only 10 times. In other words, Richie Torres talks about Israel 3,320% more than he talks about poverty. When Richie was running for election, he loved talking about poverty. He said he came from poverty and he was going to help others. He was proud to be representing the poorest district in the nation. But it seems like what he really was proud of was being able to represent Israel in U.S. Congress. Has Richie Torres ever talked about how the state of New York gives multiple times more money to Israel every single year than they give to fight poverty? No, he hasn't. Richie kind of reminds me of my senator, John Fetterman, who's also taken a ton of money from AIPAC. John Fetterman's staffers all quit and said that he spends most of his time on Israel. Most of his time focused on Israel. He's an AIPAC official, an AIPAC millionaire. His only job is, just like Richie Torres is and all the other AIPAC officials, is to sit there and shill for Israel, say there's no genocide, and then vote for bombs. It is absolutely disgraceful that somebody has weaponized poverty so they could get elected just so they can spend all of their energy defending an apartheid state and voting to send them more bombs so they can continue carrying out a genocide. As an American, Congress members like Richie, which a majority are like Richie, are the reason I'm so embarrassed of our government. It's completely broken that this type of thing could even happen. I cannot make it more clear to people that in 2024, AIPAC and the rest of the pro-Israel lobby help elect a supermajority of Zionists into U.S. Congress. And now they sit there for years to come. It is far past time since we needed to ban AIPAC and the rest of the pro-Israel lobby, and this is what has happened in return. They control our Congress. Every Congress member, you heard Thomas Massey say it, every Congress member has an AIPAC person they talk to, they get directed by. Richie Torres has one. AIPAC's created the opportunity for people like Richie Torres to become elected officials and hold power over us. They don't serve us. They don't. I promise you that if we ban lobbying, if we got rid of these corporate interests, these special interest groups like AIPAC and the rest of the pro-Israel lobby, our government would be so much better. They would be so much better equipped to serve us. We would be picking them, not the corporations who give us the representatives from the top down. That's what AIPAC did. They went in and they found Zionists and they said, here, Democrats, this is who you want, and they funded them a bunch, and they out-primaried whoever was the other Democrat running, who wasn't so pro-Israel or might have criticized Israel in the past. They ousted those people. I want to be clear here. I'm not calling for anyone to do anything to Richie Torres. That's why he tried to sick the Capitol Police onto me. This is just for you guys to please think. This is a really important issue, and it's not just about Israel, as I just explained. It's about all sorts of different things, like tech companies spending money on elections. All this sort of thing is wrapped over top of this same underlying problem. But the AIPAC problem is a massive one. One that has continued our country to use our tax dollars to fuel this genocide for 2 years straight. Anyway, share this video, follow my page, and join the new channel in my bio. Thank you, and free Palestine.